Hi, Kiwi. All right. We're back at another Hades run. I'm going to be running the Sister Blades. They had the increased bone gain, so I decided I want to go this route. Let's see what our starting hammer is going to be. Attacks deal more damage attacking from behind. Special deals more damage and bounces to 2 foes. Or with each encounter, your Omega attack gains 5 power for each foe you slay with it. I think let's just go for the straight back attack damage. Because I'm going to try, I'm going to hopefully roll for Aphrodite on this. And then use my Omega cast to really do as much damage as possible. It would be cool if the auto-target function would work as intended. I was having some trouble there. But alright, there we go. Alright, so today I'm going to actually talk about something instead of just commenting on the game. Although I know how this usually goes, I will inevitably get cut off mid-sentence because of things that are happening. And when that happens, I will hopefully pivot back soon enough, but forgive me if I do forget what I'm saying. It's been a couple days since I last recorded, since I've been busy, very busy with work, admittedly. So I will do my best to offer commentary, but I do have to get back into the flow of things, so offer me at least a little bit of some understanding there. Alright, HP or Hephaestus? Ooh. Hephaestus was fun. HP is probably more valuable. Like I said, I kind of want Aphrodite on this run. I want to see more of what Hephaestus can do, because he was really fun. I'll probably put it on my Y attack again. If I can get a special from him. Or maybe I'll try out his cast and see what that does. No idea. Well, time will tell.
Who else?
Anyway, so what I'd like to talk about today is an anime, manga, light novel series that I've been following for some time now. I actually have a hard copy, or I guess it's not, yeah, we'll call it a hard copy of one of the books that I started reading because I was too impatient to wait for the anime to catch up. But it's called Mushoku Tensei, or Jobless Reincarnation. And
This is my father's realm.
to no surprise,
I take back everything I said about your weapon first we met. In my defense, I often see workmanship superior to mine. Though don't go telling anyone I said he's much.
I won't. Your secret is safe with me. Alright. Attacks create a blast that deals 200 damage in an area. Casts deal damage 3 times in succession, but in a small area. After you sprint, create a blast that deals damage in your foes. Let's try this. Okay. Timing on that's going to be a little weird. It's probably not that great, and it'll be hard to use reliably, but we can always switch it out down the road if we get something better. And we'll go for the bones here. Anyway, so Mushoku Tensei is as no surprise to you, I'm sure, Kiwi, given my preferences, is an isekai. And it follows the story of a character named Rudy. I forget his pre-reincarnation name. But effectively, he's a 30, 40-year-old something or other that, due to bullying in school and social anxieties and things of that nature, he ends up becoming a NEET/recluse sort of character. So NEET stands for not in education, employment, or training. So effectively someone who is not working in any capacity. Hestia or magick? I really don't think Hestia is going to go work with my burst focus build here, so I'm going to go for the magick, so I can spam my Omega attack a little bit more reliably. And so he ends up, in typical isekai fashion, having a fated meeting with Truck-kun and gets reincarnated into this, in typical fashion, also medieval fantasy, like medieval high fantasy world. The son of a pair of adventurers, one who was a famous swordsman of sorts and one who was a famous mage of sorts. This is the Well of Charon, right? Dust parcel, gain ash, gain grasp, gain life. Not really interested in any of that, so I'll save my coin.
Where to?
And a Poseidon boon. Or a shop. Poseidon it is. We'll have to fight a mini-boss, but I can deal with that, especially with my Omega cast on this. I should be able to burst her down pretty well. I say that, but I haven't gotten a single back attack. There we go. Oh, and we just had like the game just had a bit of a patch, so now our dash is a lot faster, apparently. Or rather, our sprint. I can't seem to very reliably get a back attack on this one. She turns around very quickly. That's fine. We broke her now. Let's see what happens if I do this. Nope. Didn't really get it. I need to remember to use my cast. That's one thing I definitely forget to do a lot in this game still.
It reached me that you clashed with Skiller and the Siren followers. So that's where they ended up. They once were the torment of many a sailor till I took care of them.
Alright, what have you got? Special hits foes and splashes them away. Your sprint deals damage on impact and knocks them away. Minor fines and gold are worth more. Honestly, I may just trade out for his sprint, because I think that's going to be more reliable. Yeah. Sorry, Hephaestus. You weren't what I needed.
Silver.
Anyway, so he gets reincarnated into this high fantasy world as the son of two adventurers, one who's a prolific mage, or a very talented mage, and the other one who's a relatively talented sword fighter.
Oh, don't, my friend. Just, you don't need to look at me like that. You don't need to look at me at all. Look at the fineries I've made. Silk in every shape and color, see? It's beautiful, isn't it?
It is, Arachne. But to think I could have wronged you with an inadvertent glance just now. It's just I'm concerned for your safety out here.
Oh, there's no need for that. You see, my form included certain benefits. I get to live a long, long time to enjoy it. Besides, just because you found me here doesn't mean just anybody can.
Alright. 20 armor outfit with 5 gold per location. Restore 5 mana every 1 second. Or cast deal 100% more damage. I think the gold is honestly what I need. And
Well, what do you
oh,
think?
that's pretty. It's a nice
I'm
white color.
comfortable in this.
And I will gift her, because I don't think I've given her nectar yet.
Each time I pass through Erebus, it's comforting to know I may run into you along the way. Here's something for your lovely lair.
Oh, why, this is very sweet. It should attract a host of flies, I think. So thank you very, very much. Now, won't you please take this? It's only fair.
Alright. What do we get? Silken
Arachne,
ash.
this is beautiful.
Silken sash. Salute, Arachne.
Peace, Arachne.
Take care out there.
Alright, let's go for the grass, because we need to up our psych as much as possible if I want to use more of those arcanas. Anyway, so he also lives along with his family. He lives with a maid that seems to be a family friend. It's relatively quickly revealed that his father is a bit promiscuous in his tendencies, as Rudy ends up finding himself in the presence of 2 sisters of differing mothers. But what's interesting, what happens in the very first core, we see Rudy kind of growing as a potential mage. He's learning magic, he's learning sword fighting with his father, and then he ends up learning water and earth, primarily water magic, I believe, but he also becomes a master of earth magic through his own study, while studying with a mage of I think a demon clan or something of nature. It's a girl with blue hair named Roxy, who he ends up getting a huge crush on. But the first core of the series is very focused on him growing as like physically growing as a boy reincarnated in this world. And then also him coming to terms with some of his vices from his previous life. Like him taking his first willing steps outside his house was a really big deal in the series, and I respect that they gave it the weight that it did, because for a very long time he was hiding in his room with very little interest in leaving it because of the trauma and the anxieties of what he went through in school. And we do see flashbacks of that as well, so we get enough weight and context to understand why he is behaving this way, even if it's not necessarily something that we could immediately sympathize with. I would say, at least from personal experience, I've never been so hurt. I've been bullied in my life, but I've never been so hurt that it prevented me from moving forward. But I certainly can sympathize with those who have.
I know it's not an easy trip, or even possible for you right now heading all the way up here, but just imagine how hard it is for our family to swallow our pride in our Masquerade. Things are that grim.
Alright, what have you got? You find money in greater quantities and receive 100 now. Most foes' range shots are slower. Your cast uses less magic. Let's go for the gold.
Time to send a message.
Let's get as much gold as we can so that we can use it effectively in the coming floors. Since this is a more melee-focused build that I'm trying to build up to, I wouldn't be surprised if it fails fairly early on. But I want to try it at least once, and then I might try the axe again because we had pretty good success with that. It's a very strong weapon. A little too slow for me to use reliably, but it seemed fun if nothing else. That's my kill. Artemis, you don't get any kills. You're gonna get a kill, I'm sure, but nope. It does feel good to use the Omega Cast, but it does eat through mana pretty quickly. Anyway, so that's kind of the premise of the early core of Mushoku Tensei. And then we also end up seeing that Rudy makes some childhood friends in the form of a green-haired elf girl named Sylphie, and he ends up having to tutor a noble's daughter who is very, very spoiled in her personality. She's very fighty, she's very bitey. If I recall, she bites the main character, although it's been a while, so I might be mistaken about that, but still. He ends up tutoring her in various things, particularly, I think, primarily magic, of course, given the nature of his abilities. Because he starts studying magic at a very, very early age, he ends up mastering it and developing his mana pool and developing his abilities pretty quickly. He's definitely regarded as a bit of a prodigy for that reason.
Got all the way down to the House of Hades.
Oh, I should have given her a nectar. Oops.
Must be nice having fated authority over the lowest reaches of the underworld, unless you're Kronos.
He was most certainly annoyed. Wields a scythe that's twice my height, surrounds himself with feral satyr worshippers ready to die for him. I'm not surprised it once took both our fathers and more to bring him down.
No reason to compare yourself. They're high and mighty lords of the heavens and the underworld, but they fought Kronos by necessity. You were trained to do precisely this.
Alright, after you hit with your attacks or specials, fire Seeking Arrow. A piercing arrow fires towards any foe damaged by your Omega Cast. Any damage you deal may be critical. I think I'll go for the crit chance. It's not amazing, but
My strength is yours.
it adds up, I imagine. Alright, more grasp. So anyway, so yeah, he ends up tutoring a girl named Eris, who's going to be our archetype red-haired tsundere child for the foreseeable future. She's a bit of a pain. She's honestly not a terribly enjoyable character for me early on, but I do like her growth and the development that she does get. And I particularly think that way following certain events that happen in the main story, or in the story arc. But the thing about Rudius that I have to say right away, and I think it's the reason why I probably wouldn't watch this show with you compared to Re:Zero, which I think scratches a similar itch to a degree. It's a coming-of-age story of a character transported to an isekai fantasy world with whatever powers they need. I don't know if I necessarily call it a power fantasy in the case of Re:Zero.
The underworld of Hades holds more than the souls of the dead. Riches beyond imagination. Even the remains of the deathless titans.
They'll end up back where they belong.
Zeus. Bolted would be really strong in this build, I think. But the shop can give me a lot more. We'll have other shops. Let's go for Zeus and go for Bolted. It doesn't look like I'm going to be getting some Aphrodite on this run, unfortunately. I don't know how many gods you can run into in one.
Themselves knew Kronos could be overthrown by his own kin. We've done it before, and we're going to do it again. Your assistance in the matter is appreciated.
Alright, not really getting amazing stuff. Gradually restore magic, but your total amount is reduced by 70%. 4 magic every 1 second. While you have no more than 10 magic, all foes are occasionally struck by lightning. 60 damage every 5 seconds. That could be good, but it's not amazing. And 100 blitz damage isn't terribly outstanding either. I think I'll go for the mana regen, because the cost of our special is very low, so I think I can get away with it.
Sure enough. Hermes urged me to address a certain matter with you here. However, my view is you are unprepared for the surface as of yet.
Surface?
Meaning you won't lift the wards barring the path to the surface. What if I remove them myself? I've seen how you do it.
Then you'll be more prepared than you are now. Till then, remember your objective lies below, past me.
Okay, that's interesting. Incantation learned. Permeation of witching wards. Oh, okay, that's something we can do in the cauldron, I see. Dodge out of that. Let's see if I can actually deal some damage with this. Yeah, damage is actually pretty decent. Whee! This is just like his call boon from Hades 1, which is kind of funny. Darn it, that's fake. You're the real one. Okay. It'll be a little hard to maintain commentary during boss fights, so forgive me if I have to focus a brief moment. But let's see, does this kill them? It does, so let's just do this. It'll use some magic, but I regenerate magic pretty fast. I got caught on that tree, unfortunate. I don't want to... oh, well, that was unfortunate. That was my fault, I messed up. This dash is honestly so strong that it, you're the real one, so if I can do this... There we go. I guess it's true that I can use my backstab regardless of... Like, it doesn't have to just be my Omega Strike. I have to remember that. Oh, gosh. I don't know why I tried to dash through a solid object and expect it to work. Alright. I think I can dodge this as long as I keep enough distance from her. Perfect. Let's get rid of these guys with a quick dash attack. It's funny that you can get terrain kills like that. Well, I unfortunately lost my armor, but it's not the end of the world. Don't think I got hit by that. Face me, Hecate. There we go. Some good damage there, I think. And this should finish her? Nope. Okay, this should finish her.
Well done.
She had like barely any HP left.
We shall have to do this again some other eve.
Okay.
Yes.
So, in theory, I now may have access to the upstairs, whatever that is, so look forward to that in the next episode. Anyway, back on the conversation topic that I was holding, unless Cronus is here to... Yep, okay, never mind.
Granddaughter.
Grandfather. Alright, what did we get? We got Arachne. Gain 20 armor while you have at least 1 armor. Gain 2 armor after each location. That could add up very much if I was better at the game. It's a good defensive option, especially if you... But you have to kind of depend on getting Arachne early in the run, I imagine. I might try that again with the projectile-based build or the axe. But I think for now... I'll stick with the Ghost Dungeon because I still think I'm getting HP. I can still gain 63 HP from that, which means it's still relevant for the next floor.
Which rock did you crawl out from under, hmm? My forces, they are terribly confused. They have no idea where you live. So I thought I would attempt asking you nicely here.
I live in your nightmares, Titan. I thrive on them. I'll see you dead, and then destroyed. However long it takes.
Okay.
However long it takes. You speak of inevitability, little one. A subject on which I happen to be the expert. As to whomever sent you after me, I shall find them.
I like the thing they're doing with his voice.
We'll see.
It's kind of whatever, but it's effective for me. I don't know. Oh, fun fact. So I think I briefly mentioned it. Rancid Scent. What is this? Oh, just a place to dig. So I think I briefly mentioned this, but there was a patch recently, and one of the things the patch did was make Eris less likely to spawn earlier in the game, which is a little too late for me at this point because I mean, I had to deal with her for so long. It seems pretty hard to get this back attack reliably. It's fine though. Let's see if I can get some damage off this way. How this works? Oh, I can. Okay, so the mana consumption or the consumption is pretty high. does seem like I need to get more base mana for this to be effective, but I don't mind Zeus. Again, I don't really mind Zeus's mana regen on this build because it only costs... Well, I walked into that. That's unfortunate. It only costs 10 mana to use, so I think we're fine. I have so much gold, though. Pomegranate or HP? Let's go for HP because I really don't have anything that...
Some sort of gateway on the ground.
Is it... Oh, Kiwi, it's Chaos time. We're gonna get to see... We're finally gonna get to see Chaos. That's really exciting. Alright. Oh, right. What am I doing? I'm... Also, use your cast, darn it, Jeff. Alright, let's do this. Let's try and get some damage this way. Okay, so it turns out if your enemies drop bouncing AoEs, you probably should not go dashing through them. It's fine. I don't have a great build for dealing with these guys when they have armor, is really what it boils down to.
Water sprouts activated.
I'm just gonna focus on dodging here. This is a little iffy. Well, I saw a crit. That was cute. Alright, I'm out of mana. I might just have to do a melee attack. Alright, we can spam projectiles at least a little bit, but they only hit one at target before they expire, so this is kind of an icky room for my current build, it seems. At least we got one of them. Or I guess we got multiples of them because they're missing. Alright, we got them. It does look like they take damage if I smack them into walls like good old Poseidon has in the past. Ooh, this is a busy room. 5 options, but we're gonna take the most fun. We're finally gonna meet Chaos.
Some of my life essence before letting me in. Fine, it's only blood.
I really like Chaos in the first game, so I'm very curious to see how they look in this one.
Where in the... Who in the... What sort of boon is this in such a place?
Oh, I should have given it nectar.
In the name of Hades, Olympus, are you there?
Olympus cannot hear you, Spawn of Hades, but I can. And I have for you a proposition. Assist with a quandary of mine and benefit from your response.
Interesting. They gave a female design, but I think they're holding the head of Hades' one's Chaos. But I really like this design, and Kiwi, I know you're going to really like this design too. She looks really cool. Or they, I don't know how to pronoun this one. I'll just go with they, since we've seen 2 different gendered appearances. Anyway, let's see what we got.
Chaos. I'm honored to make your acquaintance. What sort of quandary would concern the origin of all existence? And how do I fit in?
Time shall tell. But at present I have inferred that your response in essence was affirmative. Thus may our newly formed arrangement prove most interesting. Accept my mark and go. And later I shall open the abyss for you again.
What have we got? For the next 5 encounters, your Omega moves will cause you to take damage, but afterwards I move and sprint faster. For the next 5 encounters, your dash is slower and uses 4 magic if you have it. Afterwards, whenever you exit a location, restore 10 HP. Or I have 2 minutes to clear 2 encounters or get hit for 500 damage. Afterwards, I deal 40% more. I think we have to take this hobbled blood. Your dash is slower and also uses magic if you have it. Okay. So basically, okay, that is a lot slower. So no matter what, I'm going for a mini-boss. Now the question is, do I want Zeus or do I want Poseidon? Frankly, neither are great on this build still. So, and I don't know what to expect. Can I know there's a way to check. Here we go. Let's see. What does Zeus offer? Can I see? No, no more is written. I don't think I can. Okay, fair enough. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I just don't know what. This one has a fancy thing on it, so let's just go Poseidon. Maybe I can get something that'll make our dash even stronger. Oh, no.
Why are you glaring at me like that, little one?
Oh, this boss was the worst boss in all of Hades 1 for me.
Have I offended in some way?
Oh gosh, Kiwi. Well, at least I can slow it down with my cast. But this thing was so scary in Hades 1 to deal with. Oh good, and it summons friends. I'm out of mana. Oh, because my dash costs. Oh dear. I'm just so dash happy in this game. Okay, we're fine though. I knew I was gonna get hit by that, but I don't think I really had a choice. That's funny, they're giving us enemies from... Oh, look at the boss's name, it's called Uh-Oh, that's funny. Alright, we're fine. We're still fine. Just have to be careful of this thing this thing is really fast and can chunk you is really the issue, but we have a cast that makes it so it can't move. Funny that they made this a... Did you see the damage it just dealt to me? Yeah, you have to treat this boss is just notoriously a problem. It does more damage than most enemies on this floor will, like including the final boss. I just need to keep my cast up at all times, and I think I'm okay. Let it come to me, get stuck in the cast, and then do a backstab and move out. It doesn't seem to be spawning any more things, which is good. Whoop. Alright, I think I've got the flow of this fight. Oh, it's spawning more things. Cool. I'm out of mana. I'm close, though. I should be able to get it. There we go. Uh-oh, vanquished. Like, please mind the fact that that boss had the animation of death for most that the floor bosses get. Attacks knock foes away, specials hit foes, knock away. After interlocation, reduce damage. I think we'll take the damage reduction.
The ocean's fury.
That was a huge mistake. Oh no, what have I done? I just locked myself out of the Omega special. Kiwi, I just threw the run. I just threw the run really badly. We need to find some mana up as soon as possible because I literally cannot use my Omega special now. This was... What have I done, Kiwi? Oh no. I legitimately, like, my only option is to attack now. I can't even use my sprint effect. Well, Kiwi, I'm an idiot, but we already knew that. Oh my goodness, what a mistake. What a terrible mistake. Alright, anyway, more on Mushoku Tensei while I struggle to clear the rest of this floor. We'll see if this run may be over in like 10 minutes because of what I've just done. That might be generous, frankly. Anyway. The very early portion of Mushoku Tensei... Oh, right, I was comparing it to ReZero. So ReZero is very much a coming-of-age sort of story as well. The main character is young and stays young, whereas in Mushoku Tensei, it's the character is older and then gets reincarnated from the start. ReZero is more of a... he's transported. He's not necessarily killed. Although he is killed a lot, but for the context of the story makes that a very different nature, because of how he deals with death and how they deal with death in that show. Gain gold for a blood price. Gain ash. Gain cast damage. Nothing of this appeals to me just yet. I'm really not getting good rooms for what I need. I'm probably gonna die to skill on the sirens. I very much doubt I'm making it out of here alive. I went for a cast-based build and then denied myself the basic ability to cast. What a throw. Or not a cast-based build, like an Omega attack-based build, and then what am I gonna do? Anyway, focusing on what I wanted to talk about. The nature of Mushoku Tensei is very much the main character is a 40-year-old recluse who has developed some rather unappealing tendencies. He is a pervert. He's genuinely gross, and he doesn't necessarily get better in fast order. For context, I think probably the biggest thing that'll turn off a lot of people to the main character is what he considers a holy relic, something that has given him, for lack of a better word, hope. And there's a lot of context behind this, so I'm going to give it a bad description, but I know when I give it this description, no one is going to find this appealing. He has a pair of panties from his teacher, Roxy, that he keeps in a shrine later in the show, and treats as like this holy relic that is a source of hope for him, and Yeah, when you say it out loud like that, it's really creepy, it's really gross, and frankly, even if you don't say it out loud and you try to recontextualize it, there's no good way of doing that. It's just gross, it's just creepy, and I don't really want to forgive that sort of behavior. But as he matures in this world, he does improve. And I think a very big portion of Mushoku Tensei's strength in its writing is how a character who is genuinely a sleazeball, marred by past trauma and bad relationships, is able to mature, grow, and become a better person who is more faithful to those around him and not inclined to have those things that would really turn off any sane human being from a first impression standpoint. That said, again, it's that early phase where he is this gross, kind of scummy individual that makes it hard to really sympathize or empathize with the character. And again, that's why, compared to ReZero, where the main character's folly is that he has overconfidence, he assumes things about others that he shouldn't, and in that regard can be a problem in its own right.
For me.
His issues are more understandable and more forgivable compared to what the main character here is doing.
Cattail seeds.
Alright, what boon do we get? Oh, Zeus, okay.
What a sense it was my blessing you received, young lady. That energy, that electricity. Why, I'm afraid there's just no hiding it.
Air quality. When you have at least 5 of the air boons, you can never deal less damage than the limit. So always do a minimum of 30 damage. That would be really good on some weapons, I imagine, but others completely useless. Your Omega Cask can cause lightning bolts to repeatedly strike one foe at a time. After you take damage, your foe is struck by lightning. I think I'm just going to take that because I don't really have a good way of using anything else. I'm just going to buy everything because I think this is where the run dies, honestly.
I heard from Hermes at last, my lord. He didn't get into the details of what he discovered, though perhaps you know more. I understand. It's not my wish to pry.
Oh, cool, that gave HP. Okay, well, would you look at that? I still have the Chaos debuff for the entire boss. But at least I do have I have one cast of my Omega before it.
Oh no, you're bleeding. Trouble finding the place? Don't worry, gals. One day, they'll put us up on the biggest stage for all the world to see.
I'm not particularly interested in listening to your delusions of grandeur right now, so why not start your little song?
Oh, it may be a little song to you now, lady, but it's going to be huge someday. You'll see. We'll show her, won't we, gals?
That was a very squeaky will. Alright.
We are Skilla and the Sirens!
That was a well-timed dodge, if I can offer myself that confidence. Whoop, there we go. Just gonna try and get as much damage as I can there. Oh, I got locked in the attack animation. Whoop! Whoop! This is going to be a rocky fight, I think. Just get as much damage off as I can here. Dodge, dodge. Whew, spooky. Alright, we took care of the drummer, which is good. I think I'll focus on Jetty next. The Skilla is kind of close range attacks for the most part, or she's relatively easy to evade. I wonder what makes them decide which song she's gonna sing for each fight.
It's no use.
Such a mess. That little dress looks like it's from the...
Sorry, I really have to focus because this is rough with what the with what I've done to myself.
That's why you're jealous of me. Not that I can blame you for it. I would be too if I were you.
Alright, I think I'll try and maintain some dialogue while I go. Well, that was embarrassing and unnecessary damage. And drown you. No, whatever. This is why I'm not allowed to sing, because I get the lyrics wrong every time. We've almost got phase 1 down, but this is just incredibly spooky. Focus on Jetty. Not sure what that was. Did I get a debuff? Oh, okay, we took out Jetty. That's what it was. We took out Jetty. Alright, I'm gonna just projectile her, but she's just barely out of my range. Get the damage I can. Can dodge her. I can pretty reliably dodge her melee attack. Would have been funny if I got hit right there, because that would be definitely in keeping with my usual style. So unfortunately, you can't back attack her, which limits my efficacy against her Jetty's a meat shield here. At least we get to hear the full song. Or, well, I guess without any of the music behind it, but still. Oh gosh, she's gonna... Yep, she's gonna do that. This is a rough situation to be in, Kiwi. Hey, at least I've lasted this long. It's kind of a surprise. I thought the run would have been over by now. Kind of a boring fight to watch in this manner, though, I have to say, and I apologize for that. This is entirely my fault. This was an avoidable situation. The fact that I'm holding on this long is kind of... I think it should be appreciated a little bit, but... Okay, good, we made it. Alright, Roxy. Whoop, dodge that.
Damn it.
And... gosh. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. Alright, Jetty's coming over, so I'm gonna back off. Maybe I just keep... Oh, well, that was a mistake. I was gonna say, maybe I keep sprinting, and then immediately got punished for it. Jetty is just, like, hardcore guarding Roxy. Alright, we're good. We backed out. You know what's gonna be really difficult here is when I have to contend with... Oh, gosh. It's gonna be when I have to contend with the final phase, and she spawns all those little friends. That's gonna be a problem. Alright, there we go. Okay, we got rid of... Roxy's completely canned. We're good. Just have to keep playing safe. This is very much a play lame, win game situation. Alright. We're making it work. We're still making it work. This is very much a dry baby run, but it's a dry baby of my own failures.
I need to recharge.
For those who are happening to listen to this and don't have the context, so Kiwi has always been a big fan of Northern Lions content. She's watched him for many years to help her fall asleep. And there is an episode in one of his Binding of Isaac runs where he has virtually no damage, and his only way of really reliably harming enemies was something called Dry Baby, which was a familiar that follows you around. Doesn't do any damage, but if it gets hit, it does a nice chunk of HP to anyone to every enemy in the room. But it has to get hit by enemy attacks, so it's very hard to use reliably. And he's just running around dodging enemy attacks, screaming, "Dry Baby! Dry Baby!" Like he's just desperately trying to get Dry Baby to work. And it's a pretty funny run, and Kiwi loves to put that on overnight to like help her fall asleep, especially on more stressful nights, because she just finds these she finds the like really difficult runs that people have to go through really funny. So Kiwi, I hope you're enjoying this because I am not. Oh gosh, there are so many things. Can I Omega Cast? Well, do I think it costs 15 mana at least. Yeah, not good. Like, I do not have a good way to deal with this phase other than run for my dear life. Or actually, you know what? I do have a good way. I just realized I can do this. Oh, well, that was false. Turns out each hit costs 2 mana, and that can be used in rapid succession. Oh gosh. We've almost got her. We've got 3 HP. We're holding on for dear life. Oh, she's summoning more. Great. I think what we do is we do dash attacks. I just need to kite all of these away from her. So everyone, you guys come up here for a minute. Can't even one-shot them, jeez. She's just spawning more. Kiwi. At least she's jamming out. She's having a great time. Good for her. We can do this, though. Oh my goodness, we're 40 minutes into the video, and we haven't even cleared Skilla. This is rough. Look, all I need is some mana, and we'll be fine. We're almost there. Can I beat Skilla and the Sirens with the worst possible build imaginable without dying? It feels like it's possible. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna back off. I almost had a chance to deal some damage. Let's pull them all the way up here. Alright. They're taking pity on me with these things. Maybe I can actually use them to my advantage. Going for it, killing her, and there we go. I had no excuse for surviving there, frankly, other than well, we made it work. I need mana so badly. But at the very least, I'm gaining 10 HP per floor now, guaranteed. Or per room, rather. Which is a very, very helpful situation to be in. Alright, Skelly, give us your tooth again. Where is it? There it is. Regain 101 HP if I die. Well, not a great situation, but again, we're gaining 10 HP per location. So, especially if I get any, like, shops or anything else that I can stack up just without taking damage, it's pretty valuable. Alright. But we need mana. We need something to give us mana. Ooh, a hammer. Excellent. Anything else? No. Just making sure. Okay. So, hopefully this hammer gives us something nice, but clearly... Oh, I saw the point of interest. I missed it.
A path of golden petals should guide you.
So, I did want to talk more about these anime, but clearly this run has devolved into chaos very rapidly, and it was probably a mistake to try and have conversation on a game that really, in a situation where I desperately need concentration and focus. Well, let's see what Hermes gives us, and at least I still can use one Mega Cast here. I hate it when enemies turn around last second. It really makes it hard to use this Omega Cast reliably. Yeah, I'm not gonna get that. It's fine. I just need something. Particularly mana, but really just... This build is anywhere from popping off, and guaranteed we're dying on Cerberus. I cannot see a future where we survive the boss of this floor. The length of the video will confirm or deny that theory.
Olympus, I accept this message.
Alright, whenever you are struck, you may dodge any damage at a 10% chance. Each time you slay a foe, deal more damage for the next 30 seconds. Your attacks are faster. That could be useful because I'm really depending on my X string for damage. But 10% no damage chance is also phenomenal. 10% attack speed doesn't feel like a whole lot. Let's go for the dodge chance. That could be a game saver. Especially when things do so much chunk when they hit you.
Found the bow.
Excellent. That'll help us find everything else. Would you kindly back off, sir? I really need to remember to use my cast, but I have like no boons on this build. I don't know what happened, but a combination of bad RNG and terribly bad decisions were made in this run. Like, I think this is almost entirely my fault, but I do think I've had a little bit of a poor RNG in this run. I probably don't need to kill these guys, but sometimes they drop gold on death, I imagine, so it's probably worth it. Let's get this hammer ASAP. So where am I going with the commentary on Mushoku Tensei? Well, the main reason I want to talk about is I just watched the episode called Turning Point 3. That just aired, so this will date the video a little bit, I'm sure. But the turning points in this show are often major, big plot points that change the entire pace of the show. They really have like very significant effects on the character's development and decisions going forward. Turning Point 1 basically has this huge cataclysm happen in the area where Rudius and his friends are growing up. 1 second, let's see. Omega Special uses less, channels faster, Special deals more damage and bounces. Your last strike of your attack sequence deals 300 damage. We're gonna have to do that because that's kind of the core of our damage right now. Let's go grab this money before we move on to the next location. I don't have mana. Honestly, making a Poseidon dash build might be kind of fun, but definitely not viable on this run. I'm not a fan of these enemies that chase you because they don't stop chasing you until they get hit at least. You know what I'm just realizing? I don't need to kill you guys, so pardon me. I'm gonna take your gold and run with it.
More of this tainted gold.
I can probably kill them. It's fine. I will say, if nothing else, this build is making me play a lot safer than I typically do, and I think I'm playing better because of it. Possibly. That damage increase is definitely noticeable. Alright, let's go get to our next room. Poseidon and a mini-boss that I've never seen, apparently. I think that's what that little contract symbol means there. Or Zeus, money, and pomegranate boon. My Naguta, I have, like, no damage on this build. I kind of I want the Poseidon boon. I know this is a mistake. I'm doing it anyway. Ooh, Gorgon. Okay.
Lamia herself.
Oh, I was right. They are Lamias because they don't have the Medusas. Okay. This game's representation of Gorgons is very different. They're just like little floating heads, or maybe those are just called Medusas. I don't know. They might be a reference to the Medusas from Castlevania. I wonder. Right, we're gonna get rid of your little helpers because they're a problem. I seem to be regenerating mana a lot faster, and I'm not sure why. Get me out of there. Steal your flowers. Oh, well, that was a mistake, but fair enough. Alright. At least now she doesn't have things that she can have help. I definitely took more damage than I needed to there. I think I just got denied the damage I could have taken there by the passive I took. I'm not sure. Alright. Just focus on DPSing where possible. Oh, you spawn those little miasma clouds. I still don't fully know what those do, but I don't trust I want to be in them. Let your lightnings come a little bit closer to me. She turns around too fast, so I can't actually get the back attack on her. Good to know that similar to the axe, if I dash in the middle of my third combo, the final hit of my combo rather, it still goes off. See, I dash there, but it still hit. So that's good to know. But no, this doesn't seem like an enemy you can reliably back attack. But that's fine, we've got her in the juggle now. That third hit does so much damage. So much damage.
Within the vastly sprawling fields of morning reside countless sorrow-spreading shades, as well as demons that insatiably feast upon their misery.
Alright.
Snake's a bad name while they're at it.
Alright, Poseidon, what have you got? It might be worth taking this so that I have more mana. At the start of each encounter, no. Whenever you knock away effects slam foes into barriers, they take damage. Hopefully this gives my mana back. If it doesn't, I'm kind of just screwed. Oh, thank goodness it does. Okay, we have mana again. That's a big deal. And we're gonna go find Narcissus. That's good. That's good. Oh no, Echo is here. Narcissus is on the previous floor. I remember now.
Hey, it's Malinui.
Hey, it's Malinui. It's Malinui.
It's Echo. 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 You're an Oread, aren't you? Though you're not speaking in the customary way of mountain nymphs. Some sort of curse.
Some sort of curse. Sort of curse.
Alright. Gain 50% magic and HP, but lose 5% after each location? No. Random boon from previous one, or manifest a copy of your most recently claimed reward. Boon of Poseidon. Poseidon. Yeah, let's go for that.
Be strong, okay?
Be strong.
Your attacks hit foes with a splash that knocks them away. Your specials hit foes with a splash that knocks them away. Your Omega cast immediately detonates, dealing damage and knocking foes away. I need damage, and honestly, I need it on the bosses more than anything else. This may be a mistake, but I don't know.
A wave of power.
Let's see what this gives and hope for something that actually matters. It's not like... Okay, we're not finding Cerberus just yet. It's a little too late for Selene to be particularly... Or Selene to be particularly... I forget if it's Selene or Selene. To necessarily be helpful. So I think I'm going to go with Magic and Zeus. And HP. Most importantly, HP, I think, here. Alright. What are you? You're shiny. Oh, that's cool.
No need to engage.
Wrong. He's blocking my bow.
Flourish.
Alright, where have we got to go? Oh, ooh, there are a lot of things in here. Alright, let's start with Zeus's boon, because I think that'll benefit us the most in the short term. Alright, so the damage up is maybe a little bit nice. Hard to tell. I'm gonna drop a cast there so the boulder stops rolling at me. I need to remember that I can use my dash offensively. That seems to be kind of to my benefit to do so. Actually, you know what? I should use my Omega Cast because I'm not using my mana nearly fast enough for me not to benefit from doing that. And my dash definitely seems to be a very effective option here. The splash damage on the basic attack is huge. And it does pop on my Omega attack, which is pretty nice. Since I hit enemies so often, it does seem like the Poseidon mana regen was definitely the better option for me. I seem to have pretty solid damage, though, I will say, even though this isn't Aphrodite's boon. This isn't terrible.
In the name of Hades.
Alright. That boulder's just going to be sitting on me, but at least I'm invulnerable here. Omega Cast also causes lightning bolts to repeatedly strike one foe at a time. Bold Cast to aim where your binding circle appears. Foes within are struck by lightning. And then lightning bolt effects. I think we take the Omega Cast boon, because this isn't... okay, it is. Never mind. Oh, it's fine. These boulders are actually pretty squishy. And I very much appreciate the fact that I gain HP every time I clear a room now, which is just so useful. You know what? Maybe Poseidon's boon is actually pretty strong here. I think overall Poseidon is very strong as a boon giver, especially if you have multi-hit abilities. If you can cast Activate Splash on every hit. Alright. This is a minor magic. The one challenge you have with enemies that are armored is, even if you do a huge hit, and they only have if they had 1 HP of armor, they only take the 1 HP, and then you have to hit them again. The armor, they don't take damage into their HP bar past the armor until after the armor is broken. I see you, and we're getting rid of you immediately, because I really dislike those enemy types. Anything that creates shadows are a pain, because it's hard to see around them. Let's go ahead and cast this and drop some lightning on people. Like, I feel like my damage is here. It's mostly just a matter of I am okay. I am severely lacking in that thing that makes the build, you know? This build has some strengths, but nothing so impressive that it fills me brimming with confidence. I don't know why I did that, but it's fine. Back attack. Yeah, we definitely have damage. It's not quite like what we had with the axe in the last run, but it's definitely there. Would you kindly? Oh, okay, Divine Vengeance. That makes sense. It kept saying Divine Vengeance, and I'm like, what is happening? And it's the Zeus passive that I got earlier. All right, shop or pomegranate? Definitely shop. Hopefully we can buy some good consumables here. Alright. We'll definitely be planting a whole bunch of seeds next time we're back in town, which is exciting because we need plants. So another Zeus boon. Hopefully we get something fancy.
In the name of Hades.
Specials inflict blitz. After you enter location, prime 50 magic to make your strikes emit chain lightning. And that could be really strong. It costs a whole lot of my mana bar, but I have a lot of mana, so it might be worth it. Don't care for that, and that's whatever. I think we take this.
Shocking every time.
Yeah, see, I still have 100 mana, regardless of that. I really don't think 13 HP is going to make a huge difference. I will take the palm. Omega Cast does 40 damage. After strike foes, Spirit Bubble appears. I think I'll take the Omega Cast. And I'll take the HP. Who knows? Maybe 13 HP will actually make a difference. Alright, Kiwi, wish me luck. I'm going into a boss fight that is notoriously difficult for me. Severely underprepared. I mean, if you're just gonna give it to me, I'll take it. Still don't have a good way of dodging that. Whoop. Maybe I need to... Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I don't need to dodge the initial slap. But see, I'm consistently getting hit by that. Yeah, okay, maybe that's it. I'm just... Whoa, gosh. Goodbye, HP. Okay, never mind. I do not have a build made for this. I think I just stick to the Omega Cast. And then take what backstabs I can if he gives it to me. Like, I have pretty good damage here. Alright, let's get rid of his friends. Oh my goodness, I took so much damage in that very short span of time. I still have one Death Defiance from Skelly's ring, which is good. Oh. Interesting, so these are clouds of depression. Funny. Well, no, not actually funny. That's not the right way to describe that. Oh, goodness. Let's get rid of this thing ASAP. There we go. Okay, we're good. No, I'm not going to dash into that. I know better than that. Let's drop this while I can and see how much damage that does. Not a whole lot. Oh, good. Giant lycanthropes. I'm just going to focus on kiting with my Omegas. I will say the Poseidon mana regen boon isn't necessarily much better than what I had before. Or, well, it's definitely better for this build, but it just feels very unreliable because it requires you to deal damage against enemies. Anyway, as far as, so anyway, I was talking about turning points. So I don't know. It's very hard to focus on this and give a meaningful dialogue. What I will say is Mushoku Tensei has a surprising depth to its character development in characters that you feel like should be beyond redemption. And again, I'm not trying to excuse some of the gross behaviors that the main character has exhibited. I don't think they should be forgiven. They are inherently toxic and just disrespectful to... I don't know. But the thing about the show is it acknowledges that it's a problem. It doesn't just look at it and say, yeah, this is whatever. It is who he is. Deal with it. It does for a while. I don't know if I should say it does for a while. It does to a degree. But again, it doesn't try to portray the main character as a good person. Or there are instances where he's portrayed as a good person, but a lot of it boils down to he is a fundamentally flawed individual with a lot of trauma, and the way he deals with that trauma isn't necessarily healthy, if that makes sense. Alright, this looks like a really good chance of DPS, so I'm going to try and get as much as I can. I bail out here, drop a cast so that he takes damage while I run away. The cast does at least a little bit of damage. It's not amazing. I still think my best strategy for him is to do the Omega Cast. Oh, this is new. I don't like this. I don't like this, Kiwi. Okay, we're good. Can we... There we go. Lock on. I think we just have to hit and run for a little bit. The good thing about the Omega Cast is it does make me invulnerable. You have to be really close to get the... that's unlucky. We were so close to beating him. I'll just do this. It's funny. That's two bosses that I finish with my knife attack when I'm not building around it at all. I can't believe we beat Cerberus.
The princess overcomes again the hellish monster standing in her way.
Go find your master now.
This run has gone far longer than it has any right to. I'm definitely dying to Kronos. I have no resurrections. I'm in a really bad spot.
Loyal to the Titan of Time, yet guard the underworld's major passageways, but remain unaware of certain secret methods of descending deep into the realm.
Secrets of the unseen.
I think what I need to learn to do is maybe, or when I really want to like talk about something that is important to me or I value, but I'm doing something that is like very mentally taxing to accomplish that with, maybe I pick some easier to run games like Kingdom and then just give like a fully thought out review while just having Kingdom as a backdrop. That's definitely something to think about in the future, but for now, what I really want to say about Mushoku Tensei, Kiwi, is that I don't think it's something that you would enjoy, but it is something that has meant a lot to me, honestly, because the character growth that the show has demonstrated has been very solid. It has genuinely been very solid. You move, strike, and channel 200% faster for the next 200 seconds. That's really not a lot of time. Let's see how this plays.
The droplet.
I don't know if it's going to show the timer or not, but let's just keep moving.
Not much farther now.
Probably shouldn't.
The ever-shifting halls of Tartarus.
All right, in we go.
They'll know I'm here.
The run begins. I do hope they have some sort of visual representation of how much time is left on it. This passive that puts chain lightning on everything is pretty strong, and again, the Poseidon boon is very strong as well. More than anything, though, the gaining 10 HP per room is such a huge boon from Chaos. I'll have to keep an eye out for that in the future. Like, it's not good for making me clear faster, but it gives such an extra level of survivability and safety that it can't be understated how important it is to this run. I have taken so much damage and healed so much in return.
Seeds of the poppy.
I do appreciate that the seeds give you HP as well. It's again further contributing to my survivability. Poor Hephaestus. He gave us one boon his entire run, and then we were like, nope, there are better options. At least Poseidon gave us some pretty solid options. With honestly, I'm kind of impressed by how much damage the basic attack is doing. I should try this with Hestia as well, just stacking so much Scorch because of the rapid attacks. I imagine it's pretty solid. But for now, we do what we... Oh, that's a laser. Hold on. For now, we do what we can. But anyway, so back on the topic of Mushoku Tensei. So the main character is kind of a scumbag. He gets better, and that's what's important. It doesn't necessarily forgive what he's done in the past, and he does have to deal with the consequences of that in his character interactions when they find out about what he does.
Cerberus.
Can I pet you yet?
The multi-headed monster keeps his fury well in check, beside the rightful underworld king.
Sorry, boy.
What are you doing here again? I told you, you cannot be here.
And I told you I'd be back for you. Though my priority is Kronos. You vanquished him before. Can you reveal to me any weaknesses? Anything
I vanquished him with the aid of 5 other gods. What hope have you alone? He has no weakness, save his arrogance. And it appears you have that weakness too.
Then it seems we are equally matched. Father, how long have you been this way? Is there aught I can do?
You think I have any sense of time in such a place? And I've said already what you can do. Risk not your everything. Go now, and be unseen.
Alright, deal more damage for each spent Death Defiance, so that's a 20% damage up. Or I guess it's a 10% because we don't have Skelly's Ring. And your confrontation with Kronos takes a burst of damage after the first 3 seconds. Kronos summons fewer reinforcements. Interesting that you can do that. I think I'll take the damage up, though. And is that Boldy back there? I can't see him because Cerberus is in the way. But I'm pretty sure that looks like Boldy. Alright, into the next room.
For our family.
Anyway, So, whoop, let's not dash into the laser immediately. That was kind of awkward. Like, I am definitely dealing damage, and that crit chance is pretty substantial because I think it affects every hit, not just the. Oh, these are traps. Oops. Wow, I'm taking all the damage that I didn't need to here. Right, we'll do an Omega cast and do that. Drop this. I do appreciate the ticking sound as kind of the metronome to the beat. Where is our... There you are. I'm one-shotting these guys. Sheesh. Or they're teleporting away and it looks like I'm one-shotting them, which seems to be more accurate to the case. Yeah, my DPS is pretty up there. Doesn't matter if I get 3-shot by Kronos, though, I suppose. Definitely taking more damage in this room than I need to. I think I just dodged that with the Hermes passive, which I always appreciate. Gotta try and do this to take some out. Oh my goodness. Why am I taking so much damage in this room? Definitely. Oh, it's these things. I forgot you summon these awful creature things. My cast will limit how bad they are, so I just have to remember to use it, but still. One remains? I don't think so. I think we killed it at the same time as the first one. Alright. Man, I'm not getting any bonus rooms, which is unfortunate, but at least I'm getting plenty of gold. Hopefully I can spend it on something. I haven't found many Wells of Kronos either, now that I think about it. Woohoo! That felt fancy. Okay, I'm not sure why my Omega cast got canceled out there, but... Or not my... I keep calling it cast, but I mean my Omega attack. These guys don't have much HP, so if I do this, I can kind of chain lightning them to death. But I need to regenerate HP. Hopefully there's a heal in the shop before the final boss. So much chain lightning with this build, though. It's kind of funny. Yeah, it's sad that there's not nearly as many ways to spam Chain Lightning as there was in Hades 1, but I do appreciate the ones that I get, because Chain Lightning just does so much AoE damage. It really does. Alright, there we go. Another room cleared, but not so successfully that it felt great.
He'll send more and more foes the longer I stay.
Alright, I know I shouldn't go for the mini-boss here, but I kind of really want to, because another Poseidon Boon could really help. I know I'm not going to get an HP at Charon's shop, but I'm doing it.
Oh, great, the treasury.
It's this thing. Alright, I need to kill this ASAP so that I have safe spots. Oh, man, that hurts. Ah. These things are so tanky. Oh, and it's gone. Oh, no. I need to deal with this guy fast. Let's just deal as much damage as possible. I'm destroying all of my defensive options. I'm just gonna die. I'm gonna die to this mini-boss. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. It was definitely a mistake. If I can just... Can you use an attack that isn't your really stupid fast homing laser, please? Okay, there we go. That's more like it. Trying to be just outside of range so I can hit him with this without getting hit by his other attacks. Alright, I think we got him now, though. Yeah, now I can stagger lock him. Which is still easier said than done, but I think we're good. We're good. I'll just do this to death him. And once that runs out, there we go. We run in and we kill him.
Where does Kronos find these things? Olympus, I accept this.
Gods only know. Alright, special hits foes with a splash that knocks others away. Whenever you completely useless boons, this was not worth it. I guess we take the special.
Pure glimmering gold. A metal shunned by the true king of the underworld, not just for its softness, but because it was favored by his titan father. A stark reminder of a bygone age.
The golden
It's
age.
shiny, but so what?
Interesting how they don't value gold the same way here.
That lost it buzzing.
Alright. It might be worthwhile picking up the Selene. I may just die here, though. But, I mean, oh gosh, I got stuck on him. As it is, my HP is not in a great spot anyway, so I'll take what I can get. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Oh, well. There we go. Just need to remember to use my Omega attack and I'm fine. Yeah, these guys aren't super tanky. It's just the armor that gives me a problem because it makes them unstaggerable, so I can't combo them very easily. Alright, this guy needs to die. Of course he's gonna spawn his annoying things immediately. Oh no, no, I'm stuck. Ah! Why didn't that take any damage from the cast? I guess it's a random enemy that gets hit by it. That must be it. And there were multiple enemies in it. Unfortunate, but still really annoying. It's funny because of the chain lightning and the Zeus or the Poseidon passive, I just deal a pretty sizable amount of damage. All right, Selene or Selene or whatever. Please give me moon water, please.
I regret our meetings are in haste, and that we are unable to converse when thus we meet. I am expected high aloft for all to see. Our connection is to remain as hidden as the crossroads. We are to move in shadows. Behold my light.
Okay, we did get that. I'm not gonna, and I can use it once probably immediately. Yeah, oh thank goodness.
Together we shine.
A little bit of HP goes a long way here, considering I'm just shy of one-shot range by the final boss. And again, I presume he has 2 phases, so we're in kind of a sour spot right now. I have to give Poseidon's Boon a lot more credit than I thought I should have. It's doing work. Specifically the attack boon. He's a strong DPS god, that's for sure. Not a surprise, I guess, if he's going to be the brother to Zeus and Hades, but at least if we're going to go by narrative speaking means. I'm just going to use this the hexes as quick as possible because I need as much HP as I can get from them, and I very much doubt I'm going to see any upgrades, so. One thing I'm most worried about is what happens if I run out of mana in the Kronos fight. Like, a lot of my damage comes from my X string, but I do not want to be melee range against that guy because his attacks come out so quickly, and I'm locked into an animation if I'm using the third part of my combo. Alright, of course we get HP. I've never seen HP here in all of my runs thus far, I imagine. Alright, let's take the... Oh man, what to take? Take that. 2 Hephaestus spoons. Let's see what we get. Gain some armor. Foes' attacks cannot knock you away. At the start of each encounter, briefly impervious. Gain max HP based on your limit. I think the 50 armor probably gives me more HP than the max HP. So let's take this first.
Fine work as always.
Then we'll take this boon as well. Trusty Shield. After you enter a location, prime 30 magic to gain armor until the next location. Your attacks and specials deal more damage to armor, and then briefly... I think we do this. Again, it cuts back my magic a little bit, but that got me 70 extra HP.
Here's the gold.
After you strike foes with your weapon, Spirit Bubble, no. None of these are really what I wanted, but I can't reroll anything, so I think I just take... 3% chance for mana regain is not worth it. I think I take the chain lightning damage. It's not a lot, but it at least does something.
You made it here in all the clamor, Lord.
Alright, Kiwi, wish me luck. We know how this is going to end. But maybe I can just focus on learning how to dodge. Or get as far as the second phase and learn a little bit more about that instead. We'll see.
I'm home.
Hello again, my girl. You saw your father out there, I presume? He required a special arrangement. For eons, he incarcerated countless souls within this place, not to mention me. Seemed only fitting he should have to waste away accordingly.
You couch it in morality when vengeance is reason enough. Though since you've reasoned it all out, by what right did you take the other members of my family? And Nix and all the rest?
Why, because they opposed me. Except you have this rather vexing knack for resisting some of my time-honored techniques. A recessive family trait, perhaps. Although your brother, he was not so fortunate. You too shall break, however, soon enough.
I always swoon over these voices, but I have to say once again, I very much enjoy the dialogue, the writing, the voice acting in these games. All right, Kiwi, moment of truth. It's time to battle time. And of course, we're gonna take out his little minions first because they're a problem. So he glows white right before he launches an attack. That's something I realized after watching previous fight, the footage from the last episode. So what I need to do is be mindful of that, among other things. And I can, in theory, outrange him to a degree, so depending on Omega Cast may be helpful here. Doesn't seem to have hit him, though, because he didn't dash into it. Oh, that comes out really fast. Wow. Well, there goes half our armor. There goes the other half. Cool. All right, I'm just DPSing. At least I dodged it that time. He's only using that move, and it comes out way too fast for me to reliably dodge. It's kind of annoying. Also unfortunate. Alright, well, we're on our final HP bar, which is great. I forget what these banners do, but I'm going to assume I don't want them around. Oh, it makes him invulnerable, I think. Or no, it's giving him the shields that block him from taking hits. Alright, next phase, kill these things before they become an issue. Alright. Just gonna focus on dashing away from this, I think. And dashing through it. I'm lucky that didn't hit me because it looked like it absolutely should have. Need to remember that I can use this. Alright, at least, okay, he has an audio cue. He hums to himself before that comes out, so if I can see that coming, I can expect it. My Omega Cast seems to work here pretty well. Alright, I think I'm learning his patterns a little bit. This is going reasonably well so far. Alright, he's doing this. Let's just back out here. Oh, what's next? Okay. Seems to be just teleporting around and dropping the slowdown orbs. I can deal with that. Oh, he dashes multiple times now. Oh gosh, I wasn't ready for that. Alright, we've taken out half of his HP bar. This is my chance to DPS a little bit more. Okay, good damage, good damage. He's gonna dash again, presumably. No? Okay. No, he's not. I can't see him. I'm backing off. Okay. Oh, he's doing this. Let's back off. I'm playing very safe here. Okay, he's doing a second. Will he do a third? He did do a third. Okay, I had a feeling he was going to do more than one. Or more than two. Oh, he's doing all of his attacks multiple times now. Okay. Oh, he's doing something new. I don't know what this is going to do. What's he waiting for? Oh gosh, these guys. Why did it have to be these guys? Oh no, I'm in a bad spot. Just gonna drop the cast and hope that I get out without damage. Oh gosh, I hate these things so much, Kiwi. Oh, that was him.
What What did you expect would change this time?
That honestly went way better than expected. I played relatively well. I played very safe.
No, I could have beaten him.
I was close. I was close to at least seeing second phase. Alright, let's go ahead and do our town tour.
Find those blasted satyrs anyway.
It's going to be hard to give dialogue when everyone's going to be talking, but...
This family, lost to you since you were born. They deserve their vengeance. And so do you.
Baby Melinoe looks so cute there. Just like a little blob. Almost looks like Onion from Steven Universe.
Some spirits of the dead forever wander aimlessly, whilst others, lacking even so much will, merely linger in a single place.
Dora does need to get out more often.
Not. Oof, you look rough. If we're being honest, Mel. Want to talk about it? Or at least tell me the juicy bits because I'm bored?
Last night I visited the mourning fields and, being surrounded by that much despair, I think I must have brought some of it home.
Well, why don't I just
scare it out of you, you wretched worm!
Hey, that worked.
I know, right?
They're good friends. Alright. Valued customer. I have to buy all of the Well of Charon things. Cool. Shadow of Death. Kill all of the things in the, okay, kill all the mini-bosses in the game.
So it is written.
Cool, cool. I assume I still can't go in here? Nope. You can definitely tell that the sprint is faster now.
Last night, Headmistress, I traversed a gate that led me to the depths of chaos, where I met its host. I've heard so much from you of Nyx, yet somehow I never expected to meet her mother and father. Of all creation, not just her.
An audience with primordial chaos. I'd not entirely expected that. Although, given that Nyx herself has not been seen since Kronos took the House of Hades, I am unsurprised. There is no fury like that of a parent bereft of their child. Does chaos seem an ally to us, then?
I believe so.
Well, thank you, Nyx, for that.
Alright.
I need to make my own way to
Doomed
the surface.
Beckoning. Beseech Moros to reappear. How do we get this one? We need a shadow. How do we get shadow? Well, at the very least, we can bring Moros here, so let's go ahead and do that.
Temperature looks good. Hear me, O Doom. Hear my voice from afar. I need beseech you wherever you are. Where are you, Lord Moros?
I guess he'll probably...
goes at times.
I assume he will show up after the next run. Probably. Okay. So... Reveal golden urns. I think we can start getting this one. That seems valuable. We need cattails and... So it's just cattails that we're short on. Okay, so I'll make sure I plant some, because I'm pretty sure I got seeds of those earlier.
Should be everything. Hear me, O Shades, on my authority. Give my demand all due priority.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
It is done.
And, yeah. No, I don't want to. This is way more valuable, so I'll hold out on the nightshade that I have. Wretched broker. I can trade a bunch of ashes for Psyche, which would be nice.
Farewell.
But I think I'll still conserve that because I don't know what else I could buy, and it may be more valuable down the road.
I got you something.
So, there's a bit of a new wrinkle in our plans. We've been able to verify some of the details that Master Hermes suggested to you about what's brewing on the surface.
Please tell me what you may. And if you think it wise for me to deviate from my objective to address whatever's going on up there.
The forces of Kronos gather to sail on Olympus through a channel cut across the land. You're poised to disrupt the enemy ranks from within. Aid Olympus, and your chances against Kronos may improve.
The warded pathway leading up should drop me right into the heart of our foe's forward garrison. It seems so reckless.
Call it a calculated risk.
Alright, let's go ahead and plant some cattails.
Grow strong.
I wonder if I should make both of these cattails or if I should just make one. I assume it's only going to give me one cattail, so let's go for two because I need them in a fairly large number. He's still sleeping.
Nemesis must have a head start.
Nemesis is still missing. All right. Now to out here. Can I upgrade this yet?
My predecessors.
Nope, not even close. I think I might buy one of these for the meantime, because there's enough reason that my cast will be out. So the extra 20% damage sounds pretty substantial. Yeah, let's go ahead and equip this. There we go.
Better prepared.
So that'll entice me to use my cast a bit more reliably. Alright, well I don't have access to that weapon, so I guess I'm not getting its benefit.
I much prefer to stand.
And let's go ahead and grab the Ghost Onion again, because 75 HP regenerated over the floors from my...
Stand up straight.
Oh, Skelly, trying to be serious.
I trust that the enchanted tooth I proffered you has proved invaluable. Although since you're already back, perhaps it wasn't quite invaluable enough.
I'd surely not have gone as far without your keepsake, Commander. Though, why is it known as the Lucky Tooth? Was there another of its kind?
Oh no, it is truly a unique artifact procured in my travails. An artifact with which you'll cling to life as might a sailor on a sinking ship.
That's very vivid.
I believe that's a reference to how Skelly died.
I'll get through all that gloom somehow.
Okay. Well, Kiwi, I think that's it for today. In the next run, I think I'll try the axe again and see if we can run a build that works out for us. Maybe I go for a build where it's a little bit more projectile-based. Maybe I think there's a hammer that lets you throw the axe forward rather than spinning it around you. That might make a very big difference. And then I just need to figure out how to get a nightmare. Or, what was it, Shadow? I don't know if that's... Maybe you get that from killing Kronos once. I bet that's what it is, unfortunately. Oh well. Well, soon enough, I suppose. With all that said, though, I know I didn't really get to talk about Mushoku Tensei the way I really wanted to, but I hope you enjoyed what you heard. Effectively, it is a show that is very character development driven. It starts with a character that feels irredeemable and works very slowly with very good will building supporting characters and growth of the main character through very trying, stressful situations to make him develop into a better human being, and it's very rewarding and satisfying to watch happen. So maybe we'll watch it one day, but for now I'm going to say that I'm enjoying it, and if I were to choose, I'd probably watch ReZero with you first, because I think you'll tolerate the main character a little bit better in that one. But with all that said, things to think about in the future. Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you're awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you're asleep, I hope you're sleeping well. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one.